Hello everybody, Shotgun's 1000 everybody for Duty, welcoming you back to more Pokemon HeartGold. In the last episode, we managed to explore a tiny bit of Blackthorn City, but I had something that needed to be done in real, which is, in case you were wondering what it was, locking up the doors for the night because I'm actually home alone for the whole entire day. And yeah, my mum and dad, they've gone to see my brother for the day, and they'll be back roughly around tomorrow afternoon or somewhat. So I'm going to be home alone for the night, which is why I had to look after the place by making sure the doors were locked up. This episode, we're going to be exploring more of Blackthorn City as much as we can by going over the move tutor that we didn't actually talk to last time. Oh, heart scale. Alright. Yeah, if you have a heart scale, he will reteach a Pokemon a move they couldn't originally learn by leveling up or just generally forgot about it. In other words, we haven't actually encountered a method of actually doing that just yet, but there will be a time. There will be a time. Now, obviously I do say we're exploring Blackthorn City. Well, we're actually going into Route 45 real quick, because there are some new encounters you can actually get here. Specifically, a good chunk of them, to say the least. Only in Pokemon HeartGold you can find Gligar. I mean, you can say it with me, it has an evolution in Generation 4, but we'll save the explanation for when Sinnoh comes. Gligar, just like Sneasel, is a fast physical sweeper who didn't have to worry about the physical special split back in the early gens, but it had been getting more and more better every time, learning Quick Attack at level 16, Slash level 31, Sword Sense level 34, U-Turn at 38, and X-Scissor at level 42. Some really powering moves, or powerful moves, to learn if used the correct way. But being very weak to ice can be a anchor that's guaranteed to slow Gligar down a lot. But since it can outspeed many Ice-type Pokemon, you can get out of dodge freely by using U-Turn. So that way you could then switch into a Pokemon that can resist Ice-type attacks, which will probably be an Ice-type nonetheless, to save Gligar from getting knocked out in one hit if used in a competitive format. But another Pokemon that you can find here, 10% of the time at level 20, you can find yourself a Phanpy. It's definitely way better than back in Pokemon Crystal with his encounter rate, because you can only encounter Phanpy 5% of the time only in the morning. You are able to get this Pokemon a lot earlier in Pokemon Crystal if you went into Route 46 at the start of your journey. And I could have gone over this a lot earlier, but all we could do in there was find a dead end with nothing but grass, and Phanpy can't even be found there in this game unless it is Pokemon Crystal. You can evolve it within 5 levels of catching it, and is an awesome defensive physical wall with equal base physical attack. It also helps with it having sturdy for the ability if you were to encounter an aggressive special attacker, with it not being a pretty fast Pokemon, but can't judge at just how brilliant this Pokemon can be. And another Pokemon, only in Pokemon's... Oh, for a sec, I thought the volume was actually going down with the S then, sorry. Only in Soul Silver you can find Teddiursa, with 2 abilities, both boosting one of its stats when given a status condition when fully evolved. This Pokemon is no surprise to be called a threat when it evolves into an Ursaring. Having Guts is powerful alone with its high base 130 physical attack stat, but with Quick Feet also. It will help with that base 55 speed to hopefully move before many opponents to finish off what his allies have started off in the middle of doing. Definitely a good combination with this Pokemon. And the final Pokemon, Skarmory, a terrific defensive armored bird. It is indeed being the only steel flying type Pokemon in all of Pokemon until Sword and Shield came out. Which, that can be said till the LPs come flooding in of that game. It can be encountered at level 27, not able to carry good moves, but when you get it to level 45, that's where the story turns. It can learn Steel Wing at level 34, Air Slash level 39, which I wouldn't recommend teaching him honestly, Slash at level 42, and then Night Slash. But being more of a physical attacker, you can see why I would recommend you not going for Air Slash. I mean, if it was a Gen 2 version, then yes, I would say go for it because of the physical special split, but yeah, you kind of get the whole plot twist. Because Air Slash won't help Skarmory in Generation 4 and onwards. But now, if you got one in the early gen... wait. Oh yeah, that's it, the move existed back there. I was actually about to re-go over what I just said moments ago. My god. Right, so, obviously, we have a cave entrance over here. If we go inside it, it's the return of the Dark Cave. And you can see something brand new in that silhouette over there. Yep, that is another new encounter that you can get specifically on the Blackthorn side of the Dark Cave. And trust me, you do not want to bother with it. This is Wobbuffet. You can catch this Pokemon early in Safari Zones, but regardless, not a good Pokemon at all. Only capable of doing one thing, and that is taking hits, then dealing double damage to the Pokemon right back. By using moves like Counter if it's hit with a physical attacking move, or Mirror Coat if it's a special move. Reason as to why this Pokemon sucks is because of those moves alone. You have to judge what kind of attack would be used against it otherwise. It will just sit... Well, you have to, judge against it, obviously. Because otherwise, it will just sit there, do nothing, and just get KO'd very easily if you can't get the counter and mirror code strategy mixed up in the right format. It does carry Shadow Tag for the ability, which prevents the opponent's Pokemon from running away, like Diente and Raikou that's running around the entire region. Plus, it will prevent your opponents in competitive formats from doing any switch-ins. But not really a good Pokemon to use in my personal opinion. And that's going to be it for new encounters for a very long time. But if you are actually wondering about the legendary Pokemon, like Raikou and Entei or whatever, we'll see if we can actually try and get one to come to us. Believe me, it is very time consuming. Oh, okay, we got Raikou here. And, oh. Best do it in this grass. There we go. Raikou is level 40, plain electric type with pressure for the ability. It will always run away from battle unless you have Shadow Tag for the ability or use the move Mean Luck to stop it from running away. If you do, you will see that Raikou here will carry the moves Roar, Quick Attack, Spark, and Reflect. As a Pokemon, Raikou is known for being super fast and is a special dog with over 100 in both stats. Known to man, this Pokemon is capable of learning moves like Discharge at level 57, Extra Sensory at level 64, and Thunder at level 85. Not a lot of moves it learns can help it to be a good legendary overall. But it is a good Pokemon to use regardless, And there was also something known to be for an event Raikou. If I can actually like bring it up. And my god. Wait. People also ask, what does Raikou evolve into? Raikou doesn't even evolve. God dang it. Right then, let's see. There were actually a lot of event Raikous in this scenario. I mean, let's go over the most important ones. Gold, Silver, and Crystal. There was an event Raikou that was specifically in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. It was known to be a shiny Pokemon with Leer, Thundershock, Roar, and Quick Attack. So that's not really of an importance. But going over the Hard Gold, Soul Silver ones, we got a good chunk of them. We have Crown Raikou, Crown City Raikou. Let's mainly go over the Winter 2011 one, because I think that's the important one. Yeah. The Winter 2011 Raikou, which ended on the 13th of February 2011 in the UK. This was to promote a film known as Zorok, Master of Illusions. It was known to be a shiny Raikou holding onto a Michael Berry with pressure for the ability and carried really good moves. It carried Extreme Speed, Aura Sphere, Weather Ball, and Sap Cannon. Kind of a mean combination of moves, but the whole plot twist about this is that, yes, this was the only way you could teach a Raikou Aura Sphere, unless you managed to get it in Sword and Shield, which I don't think you can. What we're going to try and do is, we got two methods. We have a boosted catch rate with a Dusk Ball, because it's technically nighttime, or, because it's the first turn, we can use a Quick Ball. It will run away regardless, but let's see how we can do. Not even a shake. Okay, no worries. But at least we encountered Raikou. And now we're going to get jumped on by a Gligar. Do I call them or what? Like, seriously, I wasn't even intending for that. But I'll take it. If you are curious about the other one, we'll see if we can try and get him to show up. It will take some time. Yeah, it just seems to be hovering at one spot. Okay, there we go. It's gone down there now. Yes, I could fly over to them, but then again, if you do that, they'll just more likely go to where you previously were. Oh, Raikou's come back. See if we can try and get Raikou again. Actually, best way of doing this, since you know he's level 40, and my Pokemon are like in the 30s, there we go. Okay, so a Quick Ball didn't work, and I would try to like weaken it a bit, but he will be faster than my Typhlosion. Let's try a Dusk Ball. One, two. Ah. Well, 2 shakes is better than no shakes, is all I can honestly say. You can always remain positive. But I do actually want to try and get the other one. Try to get Entei to appear here. Oh, he's with Raikou. Alright, I won't waste our time trying to like get him to show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over his bio now. Entei is just as annoying to catch like Raikou at level 40. Is a plain fire type, also with pressure for the ability, with the moves Roar, Fire Spin, Stomp, and Flamethrower. If you're able to stop it from running away, this Pokemon is like the mirror image of Raikou, being good at physical attack more than special. You can make it a special attacker if you fancied, but it's more of a physical attacker than anything else. It is also pretty fast, but it doesn't have equal physical defense like Raikou does with its specials. Oh, excuse me, don't know where that came from. Learning some pretty good fire type moves, including obviously Flamethrower, which it already has. Entei can get some really good stab boost with some powerful fire type moves, but being more of a physical attacker, and the only physical attack it moves by leveling up is Fire Fang at level 50, it kind of made it get known as an underrated Pokemon. Until an event that took place also at the exact same time as the Winter 2011 Raikou event, the Winter 2011 Entei event, where it actually became a level 30, also a shiny Pokemon, with a Cuscap Berry as a held item, and was always known to be an adamant nature. And it carried the moves Extreme Speed, Howl, Crush Claw, and more importantly, Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz is a very powerful fire type move. It is 120 power, 100 accuracy that has a recoil for every time you hit with that move. It's actually it's the most powerful physical attacking fire type move that Entei can learn if it was a very late game gen. But because it's a Generation 4, the Winter 2011 Entei was the only time you was able to get yourself a Flare Blitz at that time. But with the event ending a very, very long time ago, that's not going to be a very helpful trend for us, to say the least. But as for the Raikou event, if you're wondering what nature that Pokemon would be, it would be a rash nature. So yeah. That's basically all we got to say involving those Pokemon. And if you actually had yourself a heart scale, like me, well, I don't have a heart scale, but I wish I did. You could, if you have a Gengar, reteach it Mean Look, prevent the Pokemon from running away, and then just hope for the best that they do not knock you out. And if you're wondering about other areas to explore with Blackthorn City, there's not really a lot. Because there's just this one house. And this one house has this trainer over here. A clan of trainers who can freely command Dragon-type Pokemon lives right here in Blackthorn. As a result, there are many legends about dragons in this town. And she's got a Dragteeny to keep her company. And he said dragon here for a second then. My bad. Oh, there's a youngster over there and a school kid. Those trainers called Dragon Tamers are all from Blackthorn City. Claire, our gym leader, is waiting for you. However, it would be impossible for a run-off-the-mill trainer to win. He's not really wrong there. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, today's Saturday, and I just realized something. When we was back on Route 37, just below Equitech City, where we found those 3 apricorn trees, I pointed out that on a specific day, you can find an NPC stood there. And if you talk to him, something special will happen. This is what I was on about. This is Santos. You will find him here on every single Saturday. I'm Santos of Saturday. Take this. you will get given an item depending on who it is you talk to. Santos will give you the soft sand, which will boost the power of ground type moves. And going over all of these real quick, this is going to take a hard time for me to actually try and research this. Let's see. Right. Okay, that's not what I'm looking up. Weak siblings. This is what I was meant to look up. Okay. Right then. So, Santos. On a Saturday, can be found in Blackthorn City. In Gold, Silver, and Crystal, he would give you an item known as the Spell Tag, which will raise the power of Ghost-type moves to anybody who's holding on to it. But if it's Hard Gold, Soul Silver, like me, you get given the Soft Sand. Sunny, who is found on Sunday, can be found in the area I told you about moments ago on Route 37. He will give you a magnet. Another trainer named Monica on Monday, if you find her in Route 40, she will give you the Sharp Beak. Which, so in case you're wondering, Magnet raises the power of electric type moves, Sharp Beak raises the power of flying type moves. Tuscany on Tuesday can be found on Route 29, which I don't think we've actually gotten. Have we gotten access to that area? Let's have a look. Oh yes, the starting route. If you go to Route 29 on a Tuesday and talk to her in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, she will give you a pink bow. Not really of a useful item to say the least, but more importantly, in Hard Gold and Soul Silver, you will get given the Twisted Spoon, which raises the power of psychic type moves. Wesley on Wednesday, found at the Lake of Rage, will give you the Black Belt. And finally, the other two trainers, Arthur on Thursday can be found on Route 36 and will be giving you the Hardstone, and Frida on Friday can be found on Route 32 and will give you the Poison Barb, which is an item that boosts the power of poison type moves. And that is all of the weak siblings you can find in this game. And that's all I got time for this episode. I do apologize about the fact that we didn't actually get to do much. But in all honesty, in all honesty, it was actually for the greater good for me to actually finally go over the bio of Raikou and Entei. And to actually make things a little bit more easier for me, I will be catching Raikou and Entei on camera. But I'm going to be doing a little something off camera first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play through a playthrough of either Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Hard Gold, well, Soul Silver mainly, get myself a Master Ball and trade it over to Hard Gold. If you're wondering what a Master Ball does is, I think you already know. It allows you to catch a legendary Pokemon without fail, or any Pokemon full stop. Okay? Because I do have a couple of games where I have already obtained a Master Ball and I can freely trade it over to Hard Gold and use it to catch Raikou and Entei. I am not going to be doing it for the other legendary Pokemon. Because, well, yeah, it's kind of a whole case scenario. You saw the legendary Pokemon in the title when we started this LP. And you can tell we've not encountered that Pokemon yet. But we will do in due time. Next time on Pokemon Hard Gold, we will be tackling the Blackthorn City Gym after we've obtained Raikou and Entei. See you guys then.